Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 tips for how to quit sugar. I used to never be able to say no to a dessert. I would always grab a chocolate bar when I was grocery shopping. Like, I was so addicted to sugar, and now I'm not even tempted by it. This is something I've struggled with personally, and these tips really helped me, and I hope they'll help you too. So let's get into the tips. My first tip is to really understand the negative impact that sugar is having on your body. Everyone knows that sugar is bad for us, but still we continue to consume it in alarming amounts. When you really understand the impacts that it's having on your body, it will make you think twice before you grab that chocolate bar and eat it mindlessly. Processed sugar can lead to things such as weight gain, heart disease, kidney disease, diabetes, cavities, and so much more. There are so many resources out there on the negative impact of sugar on the body. I recommend that everyone watches at least one documentary. I will link some that I found really helpful for myself in the description box below. Just give one a watch, like an hour documentary, and I guarantee it will be eye-opening for most of you. So tip number 2 is to cut it completely out of your diet. If you really are addicted to sugar and you continue to consume it in small amounts, you're just going to stay addicted to it, and you're really going to struggle. I recommend going through your cupboard, your pantry, your fridge, and getting rid of anything that could tempt you. Foods you have like sweets, chocolate, ice cream, just get rid of them. If they're not there, you're not going to eat them. And find healthy alternatives for anything you get rid of. There are healthy alternatives for pretty much everything. If you need sugar for baking, you can use things like bananas or dates instead to sweeten up your recipes. And this leads into my third tip, which is to read the labels on everything. There's so much added sugar in a lot of the foods we eat today that we don't even realize. Sugar is added to things like flavored yogurt, breakfast cereals, granola bars, baked beans, tomato sauce. The list just goes on and on. So just really, when you're shopping or going through your cupboard, just read the labels, flip it around. If there is added sugar, then buy a different brand. Another thing I've found is to avoid buying anything that's labeled as low fat. Low fat almost always means more sugar. Another good tip is to try to do most of your shopping around the perimeter of the grocery store. This is where you'll find most of the whole foods, fruits, vegetables, things like that. When you start to get closer to the center of the store, that's where all the processed food is. My next tip is to prepare your own food. So this doesn't mean you have to be cooking breakfast, lunch, dinner every day for yourself. If you can, that's fantastic, but I know a lot of people don't have enough time to do that. That's where things like meal prep are really handy. You can prepare all your meals for the week or like all your lunches at the start of the week and then just have them on hand as you go through. When you prepare your own food, you know exactly what's going into it, you know exactly what's added. You can track how many calories if that's what you want to do, but there's no hidden ingredients, no hidden sugar. When you eat out, there's always that question mark. Another tip I have is to have a handful of go-to recipes. These are recipes that are really simple, like a couple ingredients that you always have on hand. So if you are kind of stuck and you're like, oh, I don't know what to eat, you can just whip up one of those really quickly. Things like stir-fried vegetables. You can just chop up whatever you have in the fridge, throw it in a pan, add some meat or some eggs or beans, a source of protein, and bam. It's super simple and super quick. And my next tip is to not beat yourself up if you fall off the wagon. I do believe you need to cut sugar completely out of your diet if you want to get rid of the addiction. But that being said, if you have one cookie, it's not the end of the world. Just acknowledge, okay, I had a cookie, and move on. The faster you can jump back onto the wagon, the better off you're going to be. If you spend time dwelling on it, if you think, oh, I've already had one cookie, I might as well have another, that's not the case. You have to think of the big picture, and one cookie isn't going to kill you. Okay guys, so those are my 5 tips for how to quit sugar. I hope you found this video helpful and there are some tips in here that you can use. Remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, you can leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!